All right, bro. All right. This is just gonna be a tier list of the Naruto and Bleach like arcs. So yeah, have some of the boys with me. Like say hi.
Hello.
Evening.
Hey, what's
Nothing
up?
from high. Okay. So he did it. All
I just
right.
said something.
Yeah. All right. That's what I'm saying. Oh well, I'm not
All
sharing
right,
my
look,
screen.
look at dudes being a rat.
I'm not being a rat. You see what I have to deal with, my friend? They're mean. They're very mean to me. Boys. All right.
Can't confirm.
All right. So can y'all see my screen? You know.
Yeah.
All right. Bet. So um, I do. I think it's more appropriate to have 3 tiers, to be honest. And somebody disconnecting.
No, I'm good here.
All right. Good. Okay.
Slash
So.
was just muted for a second.
Oh, all right. So right. I think it would be easier to like go with the first arcs of them. So this is the first 9 chapters of Naruto, even before the Land of Waves, and I think probably in B tier because it's like nothing serious really happens. It's just introductions. Like just the first 9 chapters, like nothing really happened. Just like besides character introductions.
Yeah. Well,
Wait,
I don't
This
know,
is
I
the
thought it
first
might
like
be-
9 chapters before like right before they even accept the mission.
I guess it's B tier. I don't know.
I mean, all it really offers is just like comedic values, really, to some extent. Like,
Yeah.
that
like the only like real like character defining moments, like at the end of the bell training, and then
Mhm.
like with Iruka.
Yeah. I know you're trying to say
uh,
something, hybrid. Like say it.
I don't know. I really did enjoy like the whole like the fact that Naruto actually decided to find like like his own ninja way
Yeah.
in a sense. That was pretty cool. And there was also that emotional scene with Sabuza and Haku. But at the same time, it's
Wait,
just
did you say
like
Zabuza
that's
and
just like
Haku?
almost in the end. Yeah.
No,
Nah,
this is
is
before
like
the Land of Waves. This is before that. This is
Oh,
this is
okay.
like
Okay.
This is
This
Oh,
is
Bell
okay.
like
before.
That's,
talking like right after like the bell train.
okay. That shit's going on B then.
Yeah. All right. So where's the first Bleach chart? Right here. This is the first Bleach chart. I'm pretty sure we can agree. This is B tier as well. I would honestly put it above here just because
Yes.
like
Oh,
the arc's longer.
it, it, I think it could be A tier because it
Mhm.
basically establishes all the like cast and like
We do
Uh,
get a backstory for Orihime and Chad.
yo. Hold up. Just move it up to A, just because Chad actually did something in that arc.
Oh yeah, my boy Chad, bro. Like
Wait.
the underused
Actually,
king.
like at the same time, I was kind of surprised the way Kubo was actually able to balance like the whole high school thing,
Yeah,
this whole slice of life thing with
yeah,
also like hollows and stuff like that. So that's pretty interesting.
yeah. It was more of a, slice of life, but we also
it was
have
more
like
of a complete
fighting.
story. Like it went
Yeah.
all the way through. Like with Naruto, it's just like okay, they're done training, and now they're gonna next arc.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's kind of like the difference between the first 2 arcs is like Naruto's is like the introductory paragraph, while like the first arc of Bleach is like an entire essay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That makes sense. I would.
So, second is the Land of Waves, right here, for Naruto, and
I feel like that could be S or A, like at least A.
it's
If
at least
anything,
A.
If anything, it's gonna be a high A, low S. I feel.
Yeah. Cause like, wait. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly, like it's in the end where the Land of Waves like starts like, showing how good it is.
Yeah.
The beginning is decent, and then I think like in the end, like that's where like it gets really like you learn about like Zabuza and like Haku
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
It starts getting
And
real
then like
good at
the
the
whole and then like the whole Nine Tails pops up.
end. Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Uh,
And I'll have it at S right now. We might move it down to A later, but S for right
Mhm.
now. Second arc,
All
the
right, I
Bleach,
got you.
the Soul Society. I
Yo, that
think
goes
we
to
can
S,
all
right?
Yeah.
agree that that's S.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
S.
all right,
Like there's too much to kind of talk about to try to explain why it'd be S.
you know,
It's
all the captains, you know, Bon Kai Ichigo, dude, like all the characters that it introduces, like
Just Aizen's introduction alone.
Aizen's
Great.
introduction as well, bro. Like that very heat, and
Man really turned from virgin into Chad in like 2 seconds.
yeah, where's the intro?
and I think that it was like the only arc where I felt the comedy was like okay.
comedy. Yeah, like it has some nice comedic scenes. Now,
Yeah, like Ikaku in that arc was like
yes, the lucky dance, the luckiest man, my boy Ikaku. And Ichigo's like, bro, you're cheating. Like, very,
bro,
very
you know
solid.
when, fucking Yachiro, like when they were like rolling around like the fairy thing, Yachiro just like give him like the wet willy on his fucking
Yes.
forehead and called him like a pachinko ball.
Yes. Very.
Yo, honestly,
very
like
good scene.
like the only cool thing is like the fact that like Aizen's statement where like he says I alone stand at the top
Yes.
was pretty cool.
Very heat at the end, as well as the
And-
clash against like Ichigo and Byakuya. Then afterward, Byakuya going to save Rukia from Gian.
Yo, like there's also White, alright, or you know, for the meantime,
Yeah, White for the meantime, him taking over.
where he takes over.
Yeah,
That was really good.
and it's building up like throughout the arc. Like, bro, this mask keeps showing up, and it's the mask he had when he almost fully holified, in with Kisuke. So that was good build up.
Honestly, Quad 11 and that like entire arc was like fucking hilarious.
Boy, Kenpachi, dude, like Kenpachi's always like very enjoyable to watch. You know, just generic 8, but we just love to see it. You know. All right. So the next arc for Naruto, I think we can also agree it's going in S. Yeah.
Tuning exams.
Yep.
Yes, definitely.
Rock Lee
It
versus
built up
Gaara.
all,
Mhm.
like,
Yes,
the build-up
Rocky
of
versus Gaara.
Orochimaru.
Wait, who versus Orochimaru?
I mean, like the build up of like the
Oh yeah.
like the story, like him giving Sasuke the curse party and like not fight. Is
And,
that what it does yet? All that
Yo.
stuff.
I have the
yeah, I
tuning.
forgot. Like,
Yep.
yo, I legit forgot that meeting where like Kakashi is sealing like Sasuke's like curse mark, and like Orochimaru pops up. That scene is really good, especially since Orochimaru just comes up and he's like, "Yeah, that Chidori isn't gonna do anything to me."
And the tuning exams, I have this till Hiruzen dies.
Yeah.
Because it just gets interrupted, and then like when Hiruzen dies, like obviously it's completely done. So Hiruzen versus Orochimaru was very enjoyable. He had to sacrifice himself for that, so I'm like, that's old man
Gaara?
Hiruzen.
Gaara was like a really good antagonist in that arc. Too.
Yeah.
Like it's like a mirror comparison with like Naruto at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the same thing Ichigo and like Byakuya had in the Soul
Yeah.
Society too. Oh, low-key. You know who was fucking slept on in that arc?
Who?
Shino. Shino was clean in that arc.
My boy did go off a little bit. Like, like all I'm saying. He did have the brains. Like, don't sleep.
Did you watch the anime or read the manga version?
I read both. Well, I watched both. Or
Bro,
yeah.
the part in the manga where like Shino had like that little like fight with like Zaki, his hands fucking blew off in the manga. Like,
Bro, I did
yeah.
not. I did not know his hands blew off.
his hand just like combusted and just like detached.
Oh. Wait a minute. Did Bro.
All right, now I guess for Bleach, it's like fake Karakura, or is it a wrong card?
Yo, I
Is it a
didn't.
wrong card like all the way to Aizen, or is it just
It's
all the way to the
hold up,
It-
dude. I didn't
Yo,
save the
you
wrong
really
card.
forgot that.
No,
You really
I
forgot
thought
the
I
wrong card.
saved it. I thought I saved it. Okay, I thought I saved
Yeah,
it.
look, like if not, like let's just include like the whole thing, though.
It's the whole.
Alright.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. Until
Okay.
Aizen's defeated by Mugetsu. I do.
You have it
nigga.
saved.
Bro. It's. I don't know why it's not in this tier
Dude.
list, dude.
Dudes is a rat.
I don't know
Dudes is a
why it's
rat.
not here.
Bro, man got caught in mid-recording.
Yes, bro.
Shit.
I'm leaving, bro. That's tough, you know. I'm not here.
That's tough.
I got caught lacking, you know. It's very depressing.
It's
But
not the first time.
well, that's mean. And it didn't save. Are you serious? I literally just added this. Are you? Are
Yo,
you?
he didn't get caught lacking earlier too.
You
Remember
know
that?
what, bro? Let me save this and see. A wrong card too. You know what, bro? Maybe the wrong card is just bad. I don't know. Maybe it's just a bad file. You know what?
It's just a bad fight.
I guess.
It just
yeah.
wants to be a pain to you.
Yes. Okay.
Alright.
Finally got through a wrong card. And I think we can agree that's an S. That's a few of
Yeah.
us fan
I think-
favorites.
Yeah,
Yep.
it has a lot of good moments, and but I don't know.
Like Aizen's regression, like how like he was like this like suave villain where like he was planning everything, and
Yeah.
like as the Hogyoku like progresses and he evolves, unironically his brain fucking devolves into an ape, like a
He
disc.
does become more of an ape. And
Also, I like how Aizen was becoming more like hollow-like monster
yeah.
while evolving, while Ichigo, while he evolves, looked more like just a normal. I don't know how.
He looked like a proper
Like they
Shinigami,
were-
to be honest.
Like they were progressing in different directions.
Yeah.
No, it's like kind of like a contrast, like with Ichigo earlier, because with like Ukiori, he couldn't control it, right? So it's kind of like he couldn't control the Hogyoku at like the very end. It's kind of why that like, since he had like those two, like conflicting like wishes, like the Hogyoku kind of like spazzed out on him.
Yeah, pretty much.
He was lonely at heart.
Yeah.
And what Hybrid said in the other arc with like the build up for White, when he literally White literally at the end of the visor training is don't get killed before I show back up. Ichigo gets killed and White shows back up, which causes Ichigo to be afraid to use his mask from that point on. Which is why he didn't at the very like when he first appeared against Aizen.
Yo, meme reason why the entire arc's in us? Charlotte Two Horns,
Bro, that's some Charlotte. Nigga. What do you mean?
Bro, don't look up Charlotte on your fucking tab. You're gonna get demonetized.
Oh boy,
That guy's
No,
that guy's
know.
powerful.
I don't even know if you're monetized or not.
bro, I'm not. But if I, you know, bro, we're just in case not doing it. You know, maybe in the future. But it had a lot of good fight, bro. You know, Webcam Parrot did make a video on Naruto and did say that was the best villain in Bleach. So like, you know, there is that as well. Webcam Parrot
That's
type
pretty
beat.
disgusting.
Hey, bro, Naruto pretty cool. Okay.
Like honestly, for me, like I actually enjoyed some of the Espada characters. I mean, I really, yeah.
Like they got well, not development, but like they came in. We saw what.
Mm-hmm.
I
like
think that's
like
the
not
best way I can explain it. Like, cause, like, one of the arguments like for why this arc's bad is because none of the villains get enough development. But I'm like, not many of them did. Like the ones that did were people who stayed alive after for a month. Which are like Ringel, Neliel, and
I mean, except for like Ukiura was like really well developed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
Yeah, with the
really
heart.
good.
Meteor was definitely
Yeah.
the best developed, but like then the like 3 of Spy, like I even with Bargain and Stark, I feel like they got enough.
Like, if we're just talking,
But like I feel like we
purely,
wanted more though from like Stark.
I mean, like it kind of depends on like the deal with like Noritora and then Grimjow. It's kind of like they're the same character, except like Noritora is just like the incel version, right? So it's like you can't really do much with like both at once.
No, like not only that, like the one thing I noticed is that usually like the person that Ichigo's fighting, they're always gonna get the most character development out of every other villain, like in that arc for the meantime.
Yeah.
Because like of course, like we all knew he was gonna fight Grimjaw. They literally, wait. I really like that the first round of Ichigo versus Grimjaw.
where he gets demolished.
The beatdown.
Yes, are you kidding me? That usually doesn't happen that much to the main character. I remember
That
when everybody's
does.
watching, he was like, "No way, he still lost while using
And
Bankai."
especially how the
Just like what you
anime
expect.
expanded on it, like it really felt
Yeah.
like a beatdown in the anime. It's like
I-
that, like I think 1 minute of just Green Gel punching him. I was like, that's so satisfying. Like I like Ichigo, but I don't know. It's so satisfying seeing that happen.
No, for me, it's satisfying because like we actually see him struggle, and like for some reason, like I think people forgot that I mean, they forgot that in the Soul Society arc, Ichigo using Bankai, even though he was damaged, didn't do anything to Aizen. So what do you expect? Of course, he's gonna get like stomped by like his
His goon,
by his
Elite
wrong
guard.
card.
his lackey.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but just like you guys expect for Ichigo just to like get like a Zenkai boost, and then he's like, "All right, Aizen, I can one shot you with my Bankai." I'm like, that makes no sense.
Okay, since we're doing like the whole like Wako Mundo saga through like the fake arc, current arc. I think one thing that we didn't mention yet that I think that we should have is turn back the pendulum, because I really
Oh
Yes, turn back to
Wait,
pendulum.
No, you're right. You're right.
You're right. Like the backstory, dude.
Yeah, I might not be able to put information in this because like I watch it, but I don't remember much from the arc. Or
Are you kidding me?
details.
I do.
Like,
I
I
do.
remember some details, but I'm like, it's been so long since I've watched Bleach or Naruto, so like some of these arcs, I'm trying to remember any good like events that happened.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like the fucking like Soul Society's like, yeah, we're not gonna give like Kisuke like a fair trial at all. Like Central 46, like those like crummy bastards, right?
You know, it's
And then,
because
like,
Aizen had 524 witnesses, like supporting that like he wasn't there at all. Like none of Kisuke's like claims panned out. Like it could not have been Aizen. And if you're trying to pin it on somebody that has like so much evidence against them, it's way too sus. Like this is an imposter type beat.
Yeah, man.
You're like, if he's already like, if they think he's already lying about this, like, what's the point then? Like, what? You're just gonna lie to us again, like, until it works. Like, you had a bad lie at the start, get negged.
and then like turn back the pendulum, like too, like I think like the key point about it, it's not like well, like Kisuke and Aizen's like entire like interactions like very important and stuff.
Yep.
It gets into the entire catalyst of the entire saga, which is like the Hogyoku, right? It explains and delves more into the Hogyoku and its like original function.
It does give like nice character for like the Vizes as well, like just for their personalities. Like, it's not that much different than before. Like the
Honestly.
dynamics.
Honestly, if that didn't happen, the Vizes would probably be less popular than they already are.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just a fun, like, it's just seeing another Soul Society, like what it was before, and like how they acted. I'm like, it's not that different than like what we saw, but like just seeing them like without like them going to fight each other, like, and it's just like regular like Soul Society.
Like with this like with this like Soul Side arc, like we don't really see like how the Soul Side thing
Regularly is.
because like evasion isn't like a regular thing that happens in like the Soul Side. So yeah, in the Sayer tank.
Yeah.
So like that whole situation is to like compare like how the Soul Society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And we talked a lot about the Iran arc, and the next one for Naruto is what? Sasuke retrieval, right?
Yep.
Oh fuck.
Wait, no. Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Did I not have
Okay.
Tsunade. We're getting Tsunade.
Alright.
I did
God.
have. Yes, we're getting Tsunade. Well, bro. What tier do you want us getting Tsunade? Because we did get
I
Dry.
I think it's A.
A.
yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
A. Like I can't say anything bad or anything like. The only super great thing was like Orochimaru, Jiraiya, and Tsunade's fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the problem though, because like honestly, like the pacing is kind of like, for me, like it was kind of boring in the beginning.
Yeah.
But the instant they meet Tsunade, like you can feel that the arc is getting really good.
Oh, one thing about the arc I want to mention.
Sure.
It doesn't entirely start with Tsunade. It starts with the part where Kisame and Itachi meet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right.
So-
But that fight, wait, no, but this, yeah, like I also forgot about like when Sasuke decides to charge in with the Chidori to get slapped.
Slasher did want me to put that for the kill Sasuke, not to kill Sasuke, kill Itachi arc, but I did not go for it.
Yeah.
We have the regular one.
But yeah, I think like that like foreshadowing and like introduction to the Akatsuki sets up like Shippuden. That's why I have it at A.
Yeah.
Otherwise like that arc for some reason like it I would have put it in B, but like there's like a whole bunch of like setup for
Yeah, there's a
Shippuden
lot of
from that arc.
setup that makes it like it's what I don't know.
There's like few points
Yeah,
it hits,
I give-
but like it also doesn't hit for a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the interaction is like pretty solid, and then like you have Tsunade like trying to convince her to go back to the village and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's great and all, but it's like the pacing like Hybrid said, it does like start up like with
Wait,
Itachi and Kisame's like great, but then like there's like that midpoint in between. It's like very slow.
Yeah.
Like even though it's like it's also a build up for Naruto's signature move, I'm like
The Rasengan, yeah, bro. Against Kabuto, when he got the fist to his headband, that's a badass scene right there. I'm not gonna take that. That's a badass scene right there.
That's a really
Bro,
good scene.
I'm not gonna lie, Kabuto's a loser. Like, man was like, yeah, I'm picking up this 13-year-old kid. Yeah, very hyped Kabuto.
It was-
Alright.
Very but I think
That's really cool. Yeah.
how good do we think the Land of Waves is in comparison? Because the final part of the Land of Waves, I think I would add it better.
I think it's high A.
Yeah.
And then if anything, like the midpoint for A should be like this retrieval arc.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because like with the thing with the Land of Waves and everything, it while you get like from like the first arc of the series, like the first 9 chapters, is like an introduction to like Naruto. Land of Waves is like an introduction to how their like world works entirely. Like you got like the entire Kage system like expanded on there. How like missions work with like ranks and everything, shooting, choking, and then you have like missing ninjas like Zabuza, for example. And then like you get introduced to Sharingan too in Land of Waves too. So I think it's like a very like important setup arc.
Yeah.
Oh wait, actually, like the one thing that the one thing that I forgot is like I kind of wish like they kind of focused a little bit on like I might get some flack, but like I wouldn't mind like if they focused a little bit on like Sasuke and like Sakura, you know,
Like, in what sense?
especially Sakura, especially Sakura.
Oh,
Like I feel like
do you mean just
she got done dirty so bad.
No, it's like Sakura as a whole. In like part one, she does nothing, and then like
Yeah.
and
I
then,
don't
like,
remember like any like. I guess the force isn't like significant, but it's like it's
She-
not
No, but it's like in
comparing-
the grand scheme of anything.
she does really nothing besides fight, you know.
yeah.
So
Yo, in the
And-
Ino fight, I'm not gonna lie, I'm hibernating on that fight.
that's yeah, alright.
The only reason why I watched it because I remember I was in middle school and like the tuning exams were starting and I was like, "Yo, this is really good." And then I think after the tuning exams, like I remember like Adult Swim started Bleach and I was like, "Yo, this is really good."
This is powerful, you said.
Yes, very powerful.
All right.
Next arc for Bleach is the Lost Agent arc. Very based. I had
I
this.
think we should
it's-
do like.
had this
I
up-
think we should
yes.
just do the like some of the Naruto arcs till it gets to ship.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like-
Let's do the Naruto arc. Yeah, let's do. So the arc
Because
after.
there's so many of them.
Yeah. So the arc.
There's
So we
only
can finish the
Sasuke.
last arcs with like both the
Yeah.
Thousand Villains
So
War and the War of Naruto.
Yeah.
Of Naruto.
so
Okay,
this is the
that arc
Sasuke
is
retrieval
a-
arc.
It's an easy S.
Yeah.
Cause like while like the Tsunade retrieval arc like sets up like the playing cast, if you will,
Yep.
in the introduction of Shippuden, right? It sets up like the Akatsuki,
Yeah.
Tsunade running the village. It sets all that up for the beginning of Shippuden.
Mm-hmm.
The Sasuke retrieval arc is the catalyst for the reason why Shippuden starts. It's
Yeah.
for Naruto to get
Yeah.
stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So he can fight off the Chichuriki, that's like A, right? And then like B, it's his goal of like getting Sasuke
It's
back
one
as
of
a
his
whole.
main goals. And
Yeah.
It,
The driving force for a lot of what Naruto's gonna be
Yeah.
doing.
I'm not gonna lie, everything is Sakura's fault though, because like, dude, really placing like that much of like an issue on Naruto, I'm like, bro, you do it yourself. Come on.
what did Sakura do again? I don't remember.
She asked him
No,
to
no.
bring her back,
Yeah, and then like,
but to
Naruto's
be,
been like how many years?
but
Yo,
Sup-
chill.
well,
Give him some
so
time. okay?
Naruto would probably have still chased after Naruto, but I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
but that's Sasuke would have probably chased after
Yo,
Naruto.
I still can't believe that like Naruto still sit for Sakura for that long.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're not talking
Like,
about his
I was-
that's-
tendencies.
That's really sus.
All right, so the fights in that arc was like really solid too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even Choji versus Jiroba was like really good, and then like at the end where like
Butterfly
Choji had, like,
Choji.
he ate the pill, and then like he like almost died on the
Yeah.
tree. You're like, bro, no, not Choji.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, bruh. Choji was a boy.
And then like you have like the payoff from the tuning exams, which is like Gaara, Tamari, and Kankuro. They're now allies, so
Yeah.
that paid off.
Yo, I love how like they
then
focused
that-
on Garo more, and then like Tamari and Conqueror just come in there like yelling like we're just gonna one shot them and that's it.
Yep.
I was just like no, they
No.
were so powerful. You guys just came in. You're like yeah, I just trained for like a few weeks or months and I'm good now.
Sasuke
Honestly,
versus
it does take,
Naruto.
like, a week. Yeah, Sasuke versus Naruto was like
Oh,
really good.
That shit's top tier.
That's like that's the I guess I don't know,
Can
not
I-
a magnum opus, but like it's basically the staple for Naruto.
Yeah.
It's a scene that like
Everybody
anyone
knows.
watches
Everybody
Shonen
freaking
or
knows this, dude.
Naruto, everyone knows this. It's basically like it's Naruto's when Goku goes Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
true. That's true.
You,
That That's like. Ooh.
I'm hard pressed to think of a more iconic fight.
Like, this might be cat for everybody,
Yeah.
but for me, it's a hot. But I actually like Naruto versus Sasuke. Like their pre-time skip fight compared to like their last one.
Yo, that's not cat. Literally
Okay,
literally more than like 70% of the community's like, yeah, we like we like
okay,
better.
okay,
Like,
okay. That's
You're,
fine.
you're,
But
you're
that
not capping.
was like the frustrating part about like the Naruto fandom now. It's just like they're all just so focused
On
on
the
like the yeah, like on the Biju bombs, like oh wow, Naruto got like a freaking Kurama like avatar and like he has 3 heads.
Like,
Cool.
I'm pretty sure
And I'm
all.
just like, yeah, that's great and all, but like, remember the show's still
Big
about
boom.
ninjas.
Yes, I'm.
Yeah,
nah, like the taijutsu in that fight was like pretty good, and then
yeah,
Yeah,
and
like
then now
it
you
got
get
the
like
best when they were forced to just use
Mhm.
like the most basic and weakest forms of their jutsus. Like Naruto's only has like capable of making 1 or 2 clones, while Sasuke's just using it.
yo,
Mhm.
that shadow clone ladder was like pretty clean too.
Yep.
yes.
Like, I'm pretty
The
sure we all
flying
like
fish
prefer
Naruto.
more so the original fights in Naruto than like the later ones. Like Itachi,
Oh,
bro. I said
that's I
Itachi, but
think
like
it's
Kakashi versus
because
Obito is like a fan favorite for a majority, like for in the war arc,
I
and a lot of that's like not over the top.
I
Yeah,
think it's because like with how people compare Bleach and like the Sosai's arcs, some battles like specifically with Ichigo's battles, like too many fights into like I think early uh further Naruto mirror uh old Naruto, I
Mhm.
think.
it it's like with like the energy beams and stuff. Like, yeah, they're all cool. You're like, oh yeah, the fucking mountain got like blown off, right? Like BB bombs vaporizing like the country or some shit like that, right?
Mhm.
But then
That's kind of only interesting to the tier debaters. Like,
but there's like something about like the fighting. Oh, I know what it is. It has choreography on like the explosions. Like
That,
this,
Oh yeah, that is a big
but not
factor.
only that, but like the fact that part one actually tells you, oh, by the way, since we're ninjas, we use like any method to win the fight,
yeah.
because
Mhm.
you're a freaking ninja. And then like, because I know for a fact, like there's always that thing where like I don't remember if it was Kakashi explaining it or somebody else like in the manga, but they were saying like, oh, so like Naruto may have a lot more chakra, but that doesn't mean that he's stronger than the Kakashi. Kakashi's still gonna kick his ass.
Yeah.
Mhm. I think Kakashi was
So
saying that like with just because Naruto has the most chakra doesn't mean he'll win.
hmm
Um. So do we continue with some more of Shippuden until
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
sure.
because
So
like we only have like 2 for
yeah. So
No,
let's continue to like we have a
honestly,
couple more.
let's just finish
like,
Naruto because like he has a lot more.
like maybe when we get like to the pain part, because I think that's like back
yeah
of business, we'll go to the further.
Yeah.
yeah. All right. That's
So um,
uh
Kazekage, retrieval. That's the first in Shippuden, and honestly,
I think
I have an A.
That's definitely a. I
I
feel
don't
like
have
it's
A's.
A.
Yeah.
high
Like,
A. I want to
High
say
A, high A,
yeah
definitely.
because
I really enjoyed it.
because
yeah.
Sakura gets like a lot of development in that one.
Oh
Like
yeah.
Mhm.
specifically, I like Sakura in that arc, and then Datara was like really fucking tactical. In the
Yes.
fight with Gar. Like
Wait, does
this man was like, yeah, I'm gonna let you blow up my arm so like I can get this clay in. I'm like,
Like
Right, right. Or how like you were about to say something?
no? I went blanked out. Just
Okay.
keep
All
on
right.
going.
Oh, okay. So I guess I go.
yep.
Like honestly, like I would have put it in like S rank,
Mhm.
but like my only problem is like the fact that like when they brought like Team Guy, Like I understand it was for for like the fake Kisame, but then after they came in and they were like, don't worry about it, like we're definitely gonna remove the seals. I think like that kind of felt kind of fillerish for me, but I'm just like, oh, so you're fighting a copy of yourself? I guess that's pretty cool.
Yo, notice how 10
Thought
times
that was
only
filler.
debut in the entire series was against a shitty clone of her. That
Mhm.
Pain
It's
just
barely
laughed
Bro,
up.
I for the longest thought that was filler.
Bro, nah.
it felt like filler. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
And to be honest,
I don't remember specific, but like in like the manga and the like show, what like were they literally doing like the same moves, like in
Yes.
like the games? Because I only played that part, like remember that part through game, and
No, no,
like
they did. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. They definitely did it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
yeah,
then,
no, that was probably what made it like so filler feeling. Because like
Yeah.
okay, so there's nothing learned. I guess
Not
like
really.
okay,
I don't think so.
oh,
like okay, like I'm stronger than I am a few seconds before. I remember that. So it's like
Yes, very, very powerful, I guess.
okay. So, I think I have 2 more points for that arc.
Yeah.
hmm
Okay, so, you know how, like, going back to, like, the tuning exams, like, you know how, like, the sand village is, like, ratty?
Yeah.
Yes.
In this arc, you get to see how ratty the Sand Village really are. They they basically gave Sasori a good reason to start up in the Akatsuki in the first place and turn against them, right? Like and then like half the village was like yeah, you know the fucking rubbing hand emote we have on the hub
Yes.
server, right? That was
Yes.
literally half the Sand Village right there. They're like, yeah,
Oh,
we're
no.
really about to get this boy Gara out. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then like and then the second point, bro, I am not gonna lie to you. Chio is a good character. Like
Mhm.
Oh,
she's really
Granny
she's a
Chio,
fucking
bro.
child.
R.I.P.
I still remember when they introduced her, and then I was like, oh fuck, she was able to block me and my shadow clone at the same time.
Bro, she was hyped when she first appeared. Like, but that's a granny. I'm like, wait a minute. She was a
She's
shadowy
powerful.
figure at the very start, bro.
Yo, and then like Sasori had like how many forms of his asshole? He even had scrolls up his asshole.
Yeah.
Like
Wait, give me a sec. Honestly, like if Tsunade didn't have like that whole like 5 Kage fight versus Madara, I think Chio would have been a lot better than her in Shippuden. That's actually really depressing.
oh no.
The puppy.
Yeah, but like she literally spent like the majority of Shippuden just sitting on her ass,
Yeah.
as you know, as
that's
Hokage. And
just
the next,
kind of yeah.
it's sad because I remember she was about to fight Pain and she was like, "No, I'm too weak." And the next, she fights Madara. And I'm just like, "Wait, I'm lost."
Mhm.
All
It's
right.
so weird.
So now here's the boy Kakazu Hidan. All right.
Wait,
Mr.
fuck.
Krabs.
Wait a
We
minute.
have
Wait a
Mr.
minute.
Krabs
Hold on.
on one hand.
Wait a minute.
Oh
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
we
We-
forgot the fucking Gaiden.
I'm
No.
like, yeah. Speaking of guiding, I'm like, where do we?
I-
hmm,
I think that's a B.
a
Like
B.
it-
Yeah.
yeah, it's not bad, but it's just
Like
like
it only kind of builds up Obito when we
yeah.
Yeah.
and Kakashi, but like as a whole, it's like it makes every part ahead of it better, but
Mm-hmm.
it itself is just kind of average.
I mean like wait, hold up. I'm trying to.
Uh,
Oh my god, yeah, that thing was in volume 27, like right before Shippuden started.
Yeah.
So like
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, so it actually set up Obito really well as the main villain. Now that I think about it.
Honestly, like it's the reason that I was like, as soon as I saw the orange mascot, I'm like, that's Obito, isn't it? Like there's no way that's not gonna be Obito in my mind.
Yeah, so I think it should be like the highest of B. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's just like a short arc.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like a really short arc.
Like,
Honestly,
and if we're just talking about manga, because like in the anime and other like mainly anime, like they keep on one problem with Naruto's anime is like they keep on repeating backstories and showing the backstories over and
Yeah.
over. So I'm like,
no,
I think part of the reason it's like it would be like this because it's shown. It has so much shown from it, despite it being so short in the manga. But like, also because it's shown too much. I feel. I just, same thing with Itachi. If a whole arc was about Itachi, I feel like it'd be like down because it's shown too much.
Yeah.
I feel like it should have like focused a little bit on like all 4 of the characters, you know, just a little bit more, like Rin. Because like she, like you know, yeah, because like you're reading it, you're just like, all right, so
Definitely
she's Rin, and I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Is there anything cool about her? And she's like, no, there's nothing about her.
Like all we got from Rin is she's basically worse. She's basically Diet Coke Part 1 Sakura. That's what.
Very sad.
Yeah. Like,
It's
she
not
wasn't
enough.
as annoying as Sakura, but, like, she didn't, like, do anything.
There's not
till,
enough
like, her
character
death.
there.
Wait. She was part of Kiba's clan too, right?
I don't think
Or
so.
no?
Was she?
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but okay. I just want to be sure because I remember she had like the marks on the side of her cheek.
I don't know. Maybe that's some like medicine patch she has, right? It's like grape flavored.
Grape flavored.
All right. Because I was gonna say, yo, she's extremely sus for going into battle without her fucking battle dog.
Shit.
All right, now
It's this one.
Wait. Do you have Tenchi Bridge on?
Ah, dude.
Buddy.
Do you?
I don't think I do. Hold up. Because I do have it saved. I definitely do have it saved, dude. I don't know why they're not posting. I think that might be another bad freaking file. I did not notice this. Let's start talking about it, okay?
Tenchi Bridge.
Yep.
Tenchi Bridge goes to B.
B. Okay.
I did not give a fuck about Sai. I am sorry.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
But I actually enjoyed everything other than Sai. I feel like Sai was literally just Diet Coke Sasuke for the bit, and I'm just like, no,
He
it's just.
was literally just that, Diet Coke Sasuke. And then
Yeah.
when Sasuke
I just
came
didn't
back
even
into the
care.
story, he just disappeared.
I
Yo,
don't
but
care about the data book. Wait a minute.
but the boy Orochimaru, man, was mad clean.
Yes. He just
Yo.
punched the shit out of 4-Ko Naruto.
No, that's a bad. That's
Honestly,
negative.
like, I feel like other than Sai, everything
Yo.
about that arc would make this at least a like low A.
Get the Sasuke one. That one's so powerful.
Sauce?
We're keeping that for the Sasuke.
We're doing it.
No! you guys are so mean. Yo, give him a break, okay? He tries.
Bro, Yamato really got like plucked up in the war arc just to be.
Stop.
He was basically a battery. Bro.
He was a
He was a
patty,
battery.
bruh.
He got done dirty. Oh, like
Where's Sasuke? Sasuke?
they hyped him up
Sasuke.
so much. They're like, oh yes, he can use wood style, and then like they just shoved him into the back and said, all right, we don't need you anymore, you loser.
And then in this arc, all he kind of did was like defend for most of it. Actually, wait, was Naruto? Did he manage to unseal Naruto, or did something else?
Oh, he basically used the Sharingan and just popped into his subconscious.
Yeah.
And then like just rolled up to the nine tails and was like,
Calm that
yo.
nigga.
Man was like, you're a furry.
You're a furry.
He's like, I gave
I
you
don't
the
know.
gay.
I think it like would be low A.
I think it
Orochimaru
should be,
versus
like,
Naruto was pretty cool.
yeah.
I think it's more so high. Like this.
It's like the highest of B. I want to say.
All right. So, look, at least it's better than the freaking 6-tailed Naruto versus Pain fight. Okay.
It
On the anime, bro. You remember when like Pain was fucking like.
No. You save that for pain. You save that for pain.
Yeah.
You save that
I'm
for pain.
really about to make fun of that fucking anime.
You save that
Okay.
for pain.
Okay,
Alright.
are we gonna like
We're-
stay
we're-
here, or we're gonna move to the next one?
We're
Takazu.
Takazu and Hidan.
All right, we have Mr. Krabs and
Oh my God.
and a crazy pastor. All right, let's
My
go.
boy Asuma died.
Yeah.
Bro, why
But-
why did I nuke my
Like-
audio like this?
I don't know.
I
I felt
know.
like it was sadish, but also it felt disappointing at the time. I don't know how to explain it. At
Yo,
least
we
to-
barely got anything from Asuma though.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yes, let's be honest. He seemed cool, you know. He was cool. He was cool, but like that's like where's
It's
really the, you know, where's all the power, you know, all the power of the character. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it literally just made only Shikamaru actively more interesting and like Choji, you know,
Yeah.
a little bit more interesting. But like Shikamaru, only like
Yeah. More so help the other characters with that, but
Yeah, if anything, this is Shikamaru's arc, honestly.
yeah.
yeah. The revenge arc, he's like, where in A though? I'm like,
Low way, I want to say.
Yeah,
do we have it above
yeah,
like
low,
Tsunade?
low it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because like, unlike the Tsunade fight, I like the fight with Kakuzu at the end.
Kakuzu was cool.
Yo, man was like, I have 5 hearts, right? Kick Kakashi through like trees, man, like roundhouse kick Choji through a tree. That shit was hilarious. I'm sorry.
And he fought. Was it the first Hokage or the second? I don't know.
He fought the
was the
first
first.
Hokage.
Quote unquote fought, but like we know what happened.
He says we know, yeah. He's stronger than
Yo,
Pain.
it-
He beat him.
Yo, nudes. It's like some Basby type of clown,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh my god. All right. Itachi. We're killing Itachi.
Yeah, I think this is high A, maybe S.
I think it's S.
It could be
Because,
like,
like,
both high or high S.
Hi,
Because the reveal with like Itachi's like whole character was great,
Yeah.
and then like you have Jiraiya's death in this arc too. So
Mm.
and then
Really?
you take
That happened throughout that arc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that arc very well, or is it kind of?
Then you have like major events like Orochimaru, and then like Datara's fight. Like Datara's fight was like fucking amazing.
It was I think it was one of the last best good strategy fights. Like it had a big explosion, but like it felt like
And
it
then,
felt like
like-
early Naruto fighting.
Yeah.
And then do you remember in like the Rain Village where like Pain and Konan were like standing there talking to Obito? Obito turned around, like struck that man was like, "Yeah, I'm about to show y'all why I'm modern, right?" And then like, just popped out.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Mm.
Yo, you remember the theories back in those days, bro?
Yes.
I saw one like MS Paint video, right?
Oh boy.
Took off the mask. Guess who it was? Yamato. That
Yes,
hilarious.
I saw that one. I saw that one. That one was gold. I was like, yes. My favorite.
Imagine.
Hey, who knows?
All right. I think that's all that's need to be said for that arc. Oh yeah,
That arc kind of says it for itself, but why it's so good.
yo, I forgot. You know
Yeah.
what part that arc also has?
What?
The Killer Bee fight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh yeah,
true.
yeah.
He stopped
And
fighting
setting
to
up
rap.
Killer Bee.
To write his rap. He stopped fighting.
Oh
Shit,
yeah, I forgot. I think Sasuke kicks him in the chest, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Yo, let me write a beat, just for this pain in my heart." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Damn."
All right.
Did Kisame and B fight happen during this, or is it like right after?
It's at 5 Kage Summit.
Alright, so definitely.
Oh.
Wait.
Definitely S, but I am going to make fun of the pain fight in the anime.
Yeah.
Real.
Well,
Yo, you
yeah,
remember,
I think everyone makes fun of that pain fight.
No,
Like,
In the anime, at least.
The funniest part to me wasn't the part where he made like the horse face and he said my pain was greater than yours.
Mhm.
The funniest part to me was when he was ice skating on fucking rocks.
Oh,
That was
yes.
hilarious. Oh, sorry. But then, like, overall, like, with this arc, like, Nagato's great, right? And then, like, you get to see, like,
Jiraiya's-
Zetsu's,
yeah.
like, in the background in the past few arcs, so it's kind of, like, alluding to, like, yo, like, there's something with Zetsu going
Yeah.
on, right?
Mhm.
And then,
My boy Naruto was sad after he learned Jiraiya died. He was sad.
Yeah.
Kakashi got his ass kicked again.
We thought Kakashi
Wait,
was
what?
dead. Well, my nigga Kakashi died.
Yeah. Like, oh, you remember?
Komohamaru did something.
Oh yeah, he killed the pain.
He
Yo,
did.
Shizune died too. Like, she made like a hentai face when she died too.
The only downside to the arc is that that they got revived at the end. That's the only
Yeah.
downside I have for the
Oh
arc.
yeah.
Yeah.
But besides that,
And
it's
the start of like, I think
Bro,
Naruto's
you-
talk jutsu, was that a meme then, or was it like after
Yeah, I think so.
Obito? I know
pretty
it
sure it
started,
started
either
with
at,
it.
at Pain or Obito when the talk jutsu meme came in. I'm like, ah,
Oh wait a second, yo, Sasha. Can you believe that some people actually argue that like the animation for Naruto versus Pain is actually good?
if you
Yo.
mean the movement animation was good, but the art style plus because like
the art
you're
style
supposed to
doesn't
take
fit.
everything as a whole. Like if it's deviating too much from the like style, it that's what takes people out. Like because like sometimes like Bleach has weird animated stops, but like no one notices or cares because like it still goes with the flow. Like with
Mhm.
Pain, it kind of it changed so much between
No,
like one
no,
moment
honestly,
to
like
another.
like the biggest L was like the fact like the episode where like I think it was like where Naruto like starts fighting Pain, and I think I don't know if it's like before or after like Hinata comes in or she gets clapped. But the next episode, the animate like you can see that the animation changed and everything, and I was like, no, this isn't how it's supposed to go.
This is
Yo,
not
my
how it's
favorite
supposed
part
to
is
be.
when like Pain, right, made like a small hole in the ground, and then like water just geysered out and made like an entire ocean in the entire area. That was hilarious. He's
No,
And
the-
then when he was being too hammered in like a nail with from the like nine tails.
You remember the part where he was like backflipping for like 20 seconds and then his head got stuck on the side of
Yes,
the cliff? And
yes.
like the boulder.
And then he rolls his eyes up. And
Yup.
it's like
Oh,
Okay,
when
these
like
are-
when
these are decisions being made
Yep.
for the
Oh.
animation of this fight.
All I'm saying is, if you like the art style of that fight, you must be into abstract art. That's all I'm gonna say.
Definitely.
I still remember that scene where like Naruto decides to play whack-a-mole with fucking Pain.
Whack-a-mole, yeah, that is very accurate.
No. You remember when he was doing like Shibaku Tensei, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yo.
Man looked constipated when he was doing Shibaku Tensei.
He looked constipated, but I think that was one of the few anime scenes that like didn't look that bad when he did it, like the movement and the way he put the whole scene. It like other than the constipated face, I think looked good. At least that scene.
Besides the
alright,
face, yeah.
All right. We gotta move on because like we were really shitting on the fight.
Yeah.
It made it seem like we didn't think it was S tier.
But yeah,
we
it
gotta
is.
move on.
It is S. We have it in S tier.
It is.
It's like it's only the anime, so it's like the animation of the anime. That's
Yeah.
all.
that
Yeah,
was
the
all
manga
weird.
did it a lot better.
So, we are going to Bleach again since there's only 2 arcs now.
Yep.
So, base take, I have 4 Lost Station arc in S.
I have it in A.
Ooh, one.
Like
Because
Lost-
like
lost it.
I feel like
Okay.
it's an A2. I want to say S because I personally love it, but like it's like other than giving Shio's powers and raising characters, like the Fullbringers, like tell to your character your own world. Like
I think
just
honestly
they just didn't add to. else
the
to the world.
Like
The
Bleach as
theme-
itself is Ichigo's story, and Bleach as like
yeah.
Ichigo's story is not complete without the Fullbring arc, and that's period.
yeah,
Because he doesn't fully he doesn't appreciate his powers because of that. Because he's like,
yeah.
I have these powers, but I want a normal life. But without my powers, I can't protect anybody. Which is what in the first place he's like, I want power to protect the people around me. Because like, there's a scene in I forgot what it is. I think it's in a volume.
it's probably a one shot. If you're talking about like the scene with Faith and the Grindstone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that he's like
in
they
the
disappear.
anime, like it's right after he beats Kadia, and I think in the manga, I think it's right after the Soul Society, right? Hollow or no?
I think so.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like what was it? They just I talk to these spirits, but they disappear. I can't protect them. So I'm like, without that specific part of the narrative, like Bleach is objectively not complete for Ichigo's story. It's not he
Yeah.
he can't not acknowledge
Like-
what his powers are doing for him.
I think my issue with the Fullbring arc is not necessarily like the narrative.
It's not Ichigo. It's nothing about
Yeah, it's
Ichigo. Everything with
like-
Ichigo is good. It's everything else that kind
Oh,
of
okay, yeah.
feels flat.
like
I think.
the theme of the arc is great for Ichigo. It gets us into like his perspective even more so. But it's like it's like with the Fullbringers, like besides Tsukishima and Ginjo, they're
Mhm.
all like mediocre. Cause like Kiriko, like the fuck Kiriko do? like this man really said, time tells no lies. I'm ultra powerful now. Yes. Look at my
I also personally feel like they brought too many Reapers.
yeah.
Like brought them in to actually fight them. It was like
Wait, what? Could
I
you repeat
kinda-
that, Hollow?
and I think they brought like
Too many
too many
captains.
Soul Reapers.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait,
Like I
yeah,
know they're for Ichigo
uh,
mainly, but like I felt
yeah.
like going to fight with the Fullbringers, like they shouldn't like, because I felt like it would have been more impactful if like Chad or Hime fought like one of them, ended
Mhm.
up fighting one of them.
Well, the problem with Chattanooga Hime was like the fact that I think the manga says that they were suffering like seizures or something because like their mind was just fighting against them, you know. Because
no,
like the problem
they
is
had
like
to- hybrid. They had to be
Yeah,
knocked
we
out
go-
before
go
they
ahead,
got to
dude.
that state, because they're like Ginjo's like, Tsukishima, you need to stop that because we've lost a lot of people to that, and Kisuke has to knock them both out so that they don't get to that state. So they were starting to like, they were crying about it, like they were starting to like starting to remember other things. So Kisuke had to knock them out before like they went fucking insane.
Oh, you know who's really great in that arc that shows up at the very end?
Who?
Whose character arc is finally completed? Byakuya's.
Hmm?
Cause you remember where like y'all know about like Tsukishima's ability, right? But then like
Yeah.
like, yo, even though if you're my mentor, Ichigo did
Or whatever
every-
you are.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care if you're my dad. I don't care who you are at this point. Like, he's like, Ichigo did everything for me. Now it's my turn to pay him back. I'm like, yo, I'm like, this man more loyal than Orihime. I'm like, bro.
Bro. Well, we can mention. There's something I would mention for his character, specifically in the Fashion Blood War arc, which we'll talk about in a bit. You know, we have to get through the summit, and then we're gonna talk about the war arcs. But
I got you.
I do agree that the Fullbringers outside of Tsukishima and Ginjo weren't that the best developed. Besides, yeah, I would say they weren't. Cause like, to my knowledge, the Fullbring arc is the Lost Agent arc is, it's either the second shortest or it's the shortest arc in Bleach. And the very end wasn't supposed to end like that in the first place either. It
Yeah, like
the Soul
it
Reapers
did
weren't
feel
supposed
like
to
it
come in.
was- Yeah, I know. Like I've heard that before too. It's just like, and it feels like it's because like they kind of like there's already enough people in Karakura Town
Yeah.
that could have dealt with this situation, and like what like I kind of get Rukia, I kind of get Renji helping rather, but like and maybe uh uh actually
Yeah.
Kipachi just would run in
Mhm.
and Yaku would, but I like Toshiro and Toshiro's honestly the only one that I get confused about why he's there.
I feel like the
I
reason
know
why
they
he's there
I know he's
is because
buddies.
he's
They
popular.
buddied. Yeah, like
That's the only reason why.
Toshiro
Cause
was like everyone else there kind of felt like okay, why they were in some
Like-
way or form. But like Toshiro was like they were kind of talkative during like small parts of the arcs, like and during the you know the novels, like the soul before they went back and wrote for the Soul Society.
Mhm.
You know, after the whole fight during Soul Society, like Ichigo and the gang hanged out in
Mhm.
and then like Toshiro hanging out with them
Like
in the rock arc. But
Oh yeah,
That's
like the filler episodes. Some of those filler episodes are really enjoyable.
they
Yeah.
are, but it's like
The only one that I didn't like was like when I think it was that like the kid and like Rangiku
Yeah.
and they had to fight that hollow that kept on multiplying or something like that. I was just like, oh,
No, I think I know what you're going to see. Yeah.
That shit was awful.
But
It was really hard to swallow.
because of the characters, I can say high because of the characters
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah.
And then it's the
Okay.
5 Kage Summit.
I think this would be like
I honestly have the 5
I don't
Kage
know.
Summit in A.
yeah, I
it's
think
an
it's at
too.
A too. Like it does all the great setup for the war arc.
And-
We'll properly arrange like these in a bit.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part of the summit was like at the end with Donzo because like Donzo was like this like far off like Yoda Palpatine guy right in the
Yeah.
background. Man's like doing the rubbing hand.
The
emote,
rubbing hands,
right?
yes.
Yeah. So then like him like getting put in his place right, and then like at the end right. At
Especially
the end,
from the last of Chiha, after everything he did to
Yeah.
Chiha.
Like
Yo, can we talk about how he summons freaking Dumbo?
yes.
That shit was powerful.
they're Donzo
Bro, I
as a
like
character
that.
is a good character. It's a character. Nobody's favorite
a
character
big
is
thing.
Donzo. Nobody's favorite character is
Yeah.
Donzo. We all love to hate Donzo. Like he's
Yeah.
nobody's favorite character is Donzo. If your favorite character is Donzo, click off this video right now. I don't want to get out of here. Get out of here. I don't care how much time you spend. Get out of here.
But like Donzo's really well written. Like you're supposed to hate him,
Yeah.
right? And then like at the end, like he had that like entire like sob story, like Hiruzen, what was I to you? And I'm like, bro,
Even after that, you just go like, you're still a dick.
yeah, bro. And then like Obito at the end, he was like, God damn it, you really popped the eyeball. Fuck, damn. What the fuck is wrong with you,
What are you doing?
bro? Man was like, you're a whole clown.
Man, hit him
Yo,
with the neutral face.
Nah. The funniest part was like Obito like sitting on fucking bridge, right? Man was like, yo, this man can't use Izanagi, right? Man got like the beta version. What?
The trash.
It was so wild.
And then, like, are we considering like when Naruto came there to like, and well, Sakura like killed Sasuke, even though that
Yeah.
Yeah.
like no one thought it was gonna happen. No one thought she was even gonna dance.
No, but yeah,
It was like,
that was not
I
about to do.
I think that arc just cemented like everyone's hatred for Sakura. So as a fandom, that arc united us as a fandom. So it has to be an A.
That's so mean, but it's true.
Like, it is very popular to dislike Sakura. Very popular.
Yo, and before the Instagram soccer stands, like you just flood your video and try to
Come
attack.
on.
No,
We've done nothing
no, trust me.
wrong.
They started taking over Twitter too.
No,
Bro,
no.
they
They're
can't.
like,
Twitter
They
just
they're
kind of
like,
has the I guess the pairing toxicity in it all over the platform. I
no,
don't know
trust
why
me.
that is.
Trust me. Like every time I go in there, like I always see like these fans, and they're like, oh, Sasuke's a really good dad and shit like that. And then there's like the whole thing where like, well, Naruto's pretty shit, and I'm just like, okay, so I'm lost. So when
I
Yeah,
am lost.
yeah, but I'm just like, yeah, but like I remember like probably like 2 or 3 years ago, like everybody was saying the opposite, and now everybody's like, yo, Sasuke's a really good dad and a mentor, and I'm just like, I'm
Mhm.
lost. So,
I'm
like, did you
perplexed. What
guys
happened?
switch it up or
Oh,
what happened?
what
Like,
happened?
bro, Sasuke dipped for 10 years. Man, took him like a whole chapter. Was like, yo, Sarda, what happened to you? I'm like, yo, Sasuke, what the hell?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I tried to kill you when we first met. Isn't that what happened?
No
That
shit.
shit is
Ow.
still weird. I'm surprised Kishimoto didn't pop up and say, "Oh yeah, I decided to retcon that scene, or that
Mhm.
scene shouldn't have been there."
Was it even Kishimoto? Like, isn't Boruto like kind of like
No,
he has
that was the Boruto like guidance chapter.
yeah, like spring or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
with like Shin and Chiara, like the fucking Bronzo ripoff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Bro, Boruto, we don't talk about that. But
Yeah, we don't.
all right. We have the 2 war arcs left. The
I
ends
wanna.
of the series.
I feel like they're
wanna.
both at A. Like,
Nani desu ka?
I don't know.
Nani desu
No,
ka?
no.
Oh. Well, I can see
I-
Naruto's.
I think
Well, nah.
thousand
Both
Year
of them
Blood
at
War-
S.
1,000 Year Blood War should be at A. Fourth Grade Ninja War B.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. That's very based. That's very, very based.
I'm gonna tell you why.
All right.
The
Let's go.
first half of the war arc was fucking boring.
Yes,
Oh,
okay,
God,
yes.
don't even remind me.
We can agree to that, yes. And
yeah.
the very
For me,
end
like,
of the war arc as
like
well.
for,
Well,
like for
not
me,
boring,
like
but bad.
the concept of bringing back the dead to make the war even more interesting is kind of stupid to me. Because I'm just like, why are you bringing back these characters? Like, I understand, like, some of these characters have, like, I guess, like, some special, like, moments with other characters or memories. But it's just like, I mean, like, come on, Kishimoto.
It's
It
kind of
sounds kind
cheap.
of, no, like, it feels recycled, too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why
and then-
why I feel like some fights are recycled because like this whole thing made characters who fought each other fight each other again. I'm like,
Bro,
For me, like it felt like Kishimoto was trying to push for that character development for the old rookie 12, and I'm just like, well, you're kind of late on that. Because like you just focused on Naruto the majority of the time.
Yeah.
Naruto and Sasuke. Sasuke had like a whole arc where it's just Sasuke and like Naruto.
yo, you know what
Uh,
fight? You know what fight really triggered me because it was so fucking lame?
What?
Neji's uncle versus Neji's dad.
Yeah, I don't even
No.
remember that fight. I don't
No.
remember it at all, dude.
I don't remember. Did that happen in the manga or was that a
Bro.
filler? Because if it happened in the manga, I
It,
feel
it, it, it happened in the manga. I was like,
Nigga,
yo,
non-existent, nigga. What?
Really?
yeah.
Really? I thought that was filler.
Nah, it was the top two. It was the top two dudes of the Hyuga going out. I was like, yes, let's go, right? No, they played patty cake. I was like, no, just no.
Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry about that, Slashy.
Bro.
Okay.
And then the like the first half was like man, and then you get to like the let's say the 75% mark in the war, right, with like Obito modern. That
Yeah.
was fine. Then at the end with Kaguya, I'm
Yeah.
hibernating on Kaguya. I'm sorry.
I
like,
think we all
almost everyone,
hibernate on
like-
Kaguya.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
The final fight between Naruto and Sasuke was good too, and
Mhm.
I like the wrap up at the end.
Really did enjoy the Kakashi and Obito fight. Fan favorite of mine personally. Just wanted to mention that, but
one of the things like this is both like people love it or hate it, but like I on my personal level, I hate the destiny thing with Naruto and Sasuke.
Yo, like the
Yeah,
reincarnation thing.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I hated that as well. Like,
I understand it. The only thing that frustrates me is like the fact that I'm like from what I can get out of it. So pretty much Naruto's personality just came from Ashura then.
I think the destiny thing is fine. I so
I think as a
um
storyteller, it's fine. It's just that like
I don't
personally, I
I
don't
don't
like
think
how it
that
went
at
that
all.
way.
It shits on what Naruto's message was. Neji was fucking right. It shits on what Naruto did. Mira, bro, you reminded me, bro. That definitely has to be a B for that, because it shits on
yeah,
Naruto's message right there.
but
You don't make yourself. It's all destiny.
no. Okay, so I think like okay, so news like I understand from your perspective, but like from the perspective like the destiny of me, like on my end with the whole destiny thing, I I don't think you should invalidate the journey just because the destination didn't turn out to be the way you wanted it to be as a
Hmm.
whole. Because from like a holistic thing, from looking back at the entire series, Naruto was okay. So if like the entire like destiny thing was true, yo, that's a real shitty destiny to have. Think about it, bro. How many years of it? Bro, if he was really destined for 15 years of like the entire world trying to hate him, man was like destined to fight Pain, Madara, Toby. I'm like, bro, hell no, I'm not trying to fight these. I'm not trying to fight these humans. I'd be different, right? So, so even from like a Destiny perspective, it really sucks for Naruto, and then for Sasuke as well. Like his entire like clan was slaughtered. So even from that perspective, their
Like, I'm
Destiny
okay.
was
I'm
sucks.
not saying like their story isn't sad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you make yourself, right. Yeah, like, of course, yeah, it's sad that like this has to happen to you. But like what you're trying to achieve, your dreams and aspiration that you're trying to achieve, you don't have a part in it. It's all destiny. What you can do ultimately at the end of your life, you don't you don't make that. You can do things, but at the end of the day, you're destined to do that. If you don't become that star you want to be, you're destined to do that. Like, it's like hard work. Like, we have Rock Lee, bro. Guess Rock Lee not destined to be one of the greats. But Naruto, he's
Like
gonna be Hokage. He's
the
destined
only
to be
thing that happened,
Hokage.
I'm pretty sure.
Then then let me present you with this counter. Then the
Shoot.
final fight with them, that's them breaking their destiny.
No, it
Yeah.
made a third
That
destiny. Like, that's an anomaly
like
because of Naruto. Like, it was specifically said that's an anomaly because of Naruto. Like, him specifically, like a one instant thing for Naruto specifically. It's not a universal rule. That like he made a third one. That's a
No,
huge outlier. Cause like the sage said,
that
there's a
him,
third one he sees.
yeah, that was supposed to be the point. He's forging
that
like
he
his
had
own path on top of that. That's the point I'm trying to make.
And I'm saying
even
that's not for like
Harurobo was kind
that's
of made
not
that
for what
point to
everybody's
try and
doing, right? The majority of people, if you're not that one chosen person, you're not doing shit. Naruto was already chosen. He had these two destinies that it could have been. He had all this shit, and him specifically, he's now doing like this third thing because of his personality. I'm like, that's that's not that's not what the verse really. It's not a it's not a good thing for the verse itself. Because like
Then
Naruto's not the only person in there. Like, we have like
then
the rookie 10. We have like
then
Kakashi,
what
Obito, like Minato, Jiraiya. They all had their story.
then what about people like Guy are like he wasn't destined for greatness, but he still came out like on top. He still did everything he could, and then he was like the most valuable asset in the war through his own hard work. So was Kakashi. Kakashi might have been a genius or whatever, but he had things holding him back as well. There was like things like his backstory with like Sakumo losing Obito, right? And then like you have Obito, right? This like midget, he had nothing going for him. man could have got like candy stolen from by a baby. Okay, that's how greedy he was. And then like he was like groomed, and then like he was like Discord level groomed to be like this
Like, you mean-
super villain right on top of that.
Okay, I don't think you I think we're having a disconnect on what I mean by destiny, right? Because what Neji describes is that if you don't have the destiny to become Hokage, you're not becoming Hokage. So if you don't have the destiny for something, you're not doing it. You can put in the effort, but it's not happening for you. Which is what I have a problem with. Which is because Naruto's like, I'ma do it. Like, that doesn't matter. All that matters is you. But it's not. It's destiny itself.
Then it's back to my point with like people like Kakashi, Guy, and Obito.
They had the destiny to do that.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't. Bro, explain to me how Kakashi was supposed to climb out of the dark because it was like some whole destiny.
I'm just gonna
thing.
say this about Obito.
Because somebody else, like,
He-
it's not
if-
like he's
I'm pretty
himself
sure-
is all it is. Because Sasuke was involved in his, like, Naruto's destiny. Because there's two different paths that it could have gone down. So it's not like it's just one person.
No, but like they were destined to fight in the end and then died at each other. And then like the entire reincarnation cycle would have started again. Like he was destined for that. At the end, it was Naruto breaking that destiny and forging his own path for himself.
Want to repeat that? But
Okay, so what I'm getting with like your final point, right? With like Naruto, right? It's like you're saying he was only destined for like two scenarios, right? Fight Sasuke to death or break the cycle, right? That's what you're getting at?
I'm saying that, like, his aspirations itself, he's only getting that because that's his destiny to do. Which is Neji's point. That if you don't have the destiny and you're not destined for that, that's not happening to you. That's my ultimate point. That, like, it doesn't matter what you do if you're not destined for it. You're not gonna happen to you.
Then why is like being no I'm so before like we get back to like this point, I'm going back to like the earlier point, right? So you said that Naruto was like destined for like two main scenarios, right?
Yeah.
Killing Sasuke and then like him dying, right? Pretty much, because like that's like the Hagoromo like
Yeah.
ordeal. And then number two, it's basically him like finding a way to break the cycle, right? My main point is him breaking the cycle is him finding his own path out of that destiny. Him being Hokage is not part of that destiny. That destiny is tied to Asura and Indra. The Hokage is not a part of that.
Okay. The reason
Because-
he's even able to do that is because he's a reincarnation of them in the first place. What this does is it presupposes that. It presupposes this already thing that he's getting from like these other strings, like these other factors. It already has that. Like him not dying just now allows him to do something else. And like that's Naruto himself. Like there's been multiple incarnations, but none of them has broken the cycle. Which is going to be like 99, like, most people, not gonna be you. Which is like,
No, like,
I saw Naruto's message as anybody, right? You put in that work, you try that shit, you can do it. But
Yeah,
Oh,
and then that's what happened.
there's also,
with Rock Lee. Look at Rock Lee. He wanted to be a ninja, right? Everyone
Yeah,
called
but-
him. Everyone said he
like-
sucked. He sucked dick, right? But then you had guys supporting him at the very end. He's not like a person wanting to be like Hokage. No, his dream's just to be a ninja. He achieved that dream.
the dream to be the ninja
that, like,
can be replaced by Hokage. Like that's the exact same thing.
What were you gonna say, Hollow?
I don't know. What I was gonna say was like, even with, like, okay, with this and thing, Naruto kind of agrees talent and a low distance plays a role, I think, because like I remember specifically after Naruto's fight. Like Naruto's talking about how Neji has every, and how like Neji should technically be way above him because of all that every. I don't think I'm explaining it well, but like,
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
know what you're going for.
I don't know. That's the best way I can think of. Like that, like there's also this stuff behind you, like because like I don't know. That's all I want.
Okay, so basically, what I think like where just like split down in the middle is, it's like Noons is on the side as far as I can see. It's like this whole thing invalidates the entire journey, right? While I'm thinking like the entire journey is still like the entire journey. Things aren't like what's the best way to explain it from my side? No, it's like the entire journey shouldn't be invalidated because of this one thing. So it's like
Yeah.
that part's like where Noons and I are splitting it.
I don't think like the entire journey is invalidated. I think that it's subverted by a large part, because a large part of what I see is that like, what is Naruto trying to portray, which is why I rate it above other narratives. What message does it have? Like we made a tier list like yesterday, and we had like or like what is Naruto's message, right? You literally said not Naruto's message, but Assassination's Classroom. What's its message it's trying to say? And I'm like, yeah, Naruto can still have that message, but it's being subverted by this one thing that it just did, which is like pretty big because it's the MC.
Yeah, well, like I think it's like the MC. There's like a bunch of like supporting characters that like goes about like this this predestined thing. Like the characters, most of the characters, like even if you take Naruto out of the equation with like the whole destiny stuff, whatever, right? The same like message applies to like almost like every character, because it's kind of like this is gonna be weird, but it seems
Like ours,
every,
Destiny.
yeah, because it seems like almost like every character is kind of like it's kind of like a inverse of what like Naruto would be. It's like Naruto in like these type of scenarios. Because like let's say like Naruto's like talented from like birth or whatever, right? And then like could do like practically anything. He's good at studying. But then like his loss doesn't happen immediately at birth, but like somewhat later on in life, he beat Kakashi, pretty much, right? So it's kind of like everyone's the same. It's just
A foil.
yeah,
Is it?
yeah. It's like everyone's a foil to Naruto, but it's like also in the same narrative where like everyone is only different because of experience. Deep down, we're all the same. That's like the sort of like narrative message that like Naruto, I think, is like really strong for.
Hybrid, are you still here? I'm just.
Yeah, I think Hybrid's needed.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
Okay.
I just saw something cursed. I didn't know I didn't know Kyogre had a neck. That's scary. That shit's terrifying.
Yo, Noons.
Yeah.
Just for the discussion we had about like the entire narrative alone, you want to bump the war arc up to A, because like we had that entire like discussion.
That's fine, honestly.
Yeah.
Because like while it's not like the most like entertaining arc, I'll say that, but it like it wore that much of a discussion within the video. I think it should be an A.
Yeah. All right. So then it's the Blood War, which Hollow, you said an A, and like
Yeah, I
Sashi.
think it's A because like
Yeah.
it had so much good in the beginning, but then the ending was too. It was like it was rushed. Yeah, well, it wasn't quite. everything about the like end parts of it just felt wrong.
Yeah. It's like it's like both of them. They're like A for the same reason, but like the same reason it's like different applications. Because both of them have like really good. Both of them have like parts where it's like really good, but then parts where it like drags it down.
Mhm.
It's like the war arc in Naruto. It's like rather like a boring kind of like
Going
Yeah.
start.
while like the war arc in Bleach is it's a decline in pacing per se, like towards the end.
A decline in pacing.
Yeah, it's kind of like the pacing isn't as good at the end, and then like there's also like some like Deus Ex Machina too, with like the Australian arrow, where it's like only real like what 8 chapters before the end.
Mhm.
So, but then like you have like good fights like Meyer and Grenada, Ichibe and Yuha Yamamoto, Remy, Kakashi, right? So it's like all of that keeps it from being a B because like most of the fights were like entertaining. I want to say it's just like pacing. Pacing is like the biggest issue I have with it.
I definitely don't think like it's just there, because there's way too much good in it for I think for it to be just there. Because like just the atmosphere that it does create at the very start, first invasion, Yamamoto dies. Your head captain off the bat dies, right off the bat. Like right off the bat you die. Then the Zero Squad, like yeah, we can be like the Zero Squad was like underused, but the people that literally just trained our MC and our like main cast get neutered by Lily Barrow. They'll just get neutered by Lily Barrow. And then Ichibe's like, you need to go stop Yuha. And then right after they leave, they're like, I know you can't win. So it's like, it just keeps on building to an atmosphere that like it seems like they're ultimately going to lose. Which until the very end, where they bring in the arrow, it does seem like that. Our MC literally loses. He loses his Hollow and Quincy powers as well. And like, who's the last line of defense? Aizen, the guy that literally was against the Soul Society. That's the last line of defense they have out right now.
I think another issue I have is like half the people that were like killed in the first invasion, like half of them ended up being like alright. Because like you have like what like Zombie, Rose, and Kensei, they like ended up being okay. Matsumoto and Hitsugaya, they ended up being okay, and then like Hitsugaya like
I was kind of fine with Matsumoto or Hitsugaya being okay because like he's basically one of the younger Shinigami. He was constantly praised about like how he could be like in a higher possibility for like rivaling Shui. I can't.
Yeah, Sensei. Probably Sensei.
I think the Quincy's they're like interesting enough to like hold their own ground. Like they all have like their own personalities.
Good, because I like the Question. Very powerful character.
The question,
no.
he says.
And like, and the other guy,
the Quincy's that were shown to have personality.
Yeah.
look, Hollow. He has personality. He just comes up to you. He's like, okay, so why do you want to fight? Why are we enemies?
Why you got a small pee? Like,
yeah. Why are you wearing black while I'm
Hybrid.
wearing white?
I have the mentality like Pachi. I would literally just slash. He started asking these questions.
Yo, who?
Okay, fine.
Like,
the gorilla guy.
Yeah, the
Oh my
ape. Kid Pachi actually killed an ape.
but
What was it like? Like I think his script was like the roar or something
Yeah.
like that. And I was like,
It's a
and he's like, He's like, oh, he kind of like made my ears bleed, so I just cut him up. He
No,
was the
bro.
Yeah, it was. That's why he. I'm pretty sure
yeah.
that's why he
That's
didn't
why
get
he-
negged by somebody.
Yeah, that's why he didn't get negged by the question because the roar
You
activated.
can't hear him.
That was so clown.
And then
Yeah.
the other guy was like, yeah, he just copied me physically, and I just killed him. I was like, damn.
I just grew stronger than I was
Honestly,
before.
like, if the filler anime didn't happen, like I would actually would have wanted to see that happen just because
You-
Kenpachi.
Like
Imagine
honestly,
two
how
laughing
look,
Kenpachis is always like fun.
like honestly, I wouldn't even doubt it. Like if the anime decides to like actually give us more fights, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I
They
hope
probably
they do,
will.
because like, especially during the end part, like, because I kind of want to see that anyway with Ichigo. I know none
Look-
of them are going full power, but like,
Look, all I can say is that like it's just one arc of Bleach, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna milk the shit out of it. I wouldn't
yeah.
yeah,
doubt it.
no,
They definitely
no, they're
will.
gonna milk it.
But
Like, I personally
I
feel
don't
like
think-
they're gonna milk it.
I don't think in good faith that we can have um, the Roncar car arc in S where we literally get Mugetsu, but have this in A when we have basically the exact same thing at the very end. But if anything, the Thousand Blood War arc has better things than the Roncar for like.
I would agree with you, but there's like the part with like Mugetsu being like on the same tier of like there's like the thing with like transcendence as a whole. I like the whole like transcendence
Slasher is the same as me.
because like with transcendence it's not really like a clash like well there's like a fight, right, and then like Aizen gets like fucking like curb stomped or whatever. There is like a physical like confrontation layer to that, but there's also like a clashing of like wills on the other hand, because like you have Ichigo, like this guy that's like so sick of Aizen at this point. He's like, yo, I just want to get this over with, get back to my normal life now, right? Because he's been on like the Dongback for like what, 3 months or so, right?
Honestly, he's been doing Shinigami work quite a lot. Like, people forget like how short of a time that Bleach actually happened, especially from like the start of like Ichigo getting his powers always rising. There's like almost no breaks.
Yeah, and then like with Aizen, you have this guy like conflicted with like, I hate how the world is the way it is, but I also have like a self-hatred like aspect of myself because like I'm just straight up like I have no one to be with me because this leads back to like the Pantheon World novel whereas like it's explained like in the series he has like an equal, right? It's Urahara, but that equal doesn't exist. And then in the Can't Fear Your Own World novel with like Aizen's mind state at the time, it's like cemented because Tozen's like his only friend, and then like he lost Tozen, and then so he's just regretting like the way things are.
But like,
So
you can equally make the argument for Ichigo and Yuha. Yuha, somebody that doesn't want death anymore, like death itself, life and death to like not be a thing. They're just intertwined, so nobody has to suffer anymore. But that causes stagnation. There's no moving in that. And Ichigo, who has pledged to like save his mother and be selfish, just because Yuha killed his mother, so obviously that's his story. Since the very first arc with Grand Fisher, he's like, I will avenge my mother, and it's literally a conflict that he has. Like, Dad, why don't you hate me for this? He's like, well, Misaki wouldn't like me hating you, and he pledges at that moment that he will avenge you. So we have this person that like, I don't want there to be any suffering, but I'll cause stillness, and this guy that's trying to avenge his mother. So I'm like, you can equally make the argument for Ichigo as well and Yuha. as Yuha's the one who caused this. So it's even more of a personal thing for him.
Okay,
It's
so
a personal conflict.
So you know how like I've been rereading this like a whole lot lately. So like I'm just doing like a read everything at once type thing. I think like the build up to like each of like the transcendence like state and then the Aizen to Hokuku, it's smooth. That's like the main thing.
Smoothly?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get you. I kind of like I definitely understand because I feel like if you read Bleach like weekly, like you seem not to like fully understand like the whole thing or remember everything.
Yeah.
But once you do like you know like once you read it
A
like
bit.
especially with all the chapters there, yeah, when you binge read it, it's really enjoyable. And not only that, but like you start catching these slight little like things that you never thought like they were there.
Yeah, because
It's
like
very interesting.
if you would have asked me like fake Haruka Town arc like a year ago, I would have had fake Haruka Town arc. I'm not even gonna lie, at a B. I'm not even capping with you on that. But then like after that like binge read and everything, there's just like a whole bunch of like subtle details Kubo had, and then I have like the actual manga like
Same.
books and everything. The poems Kubo has, and in like the big Her counter, there's like just like an abundance of them, right? And then it just like moves out the transition more. The Thousand Year Flood War arc also have those poems, but with like the decline, like the main
Of Kubo's health,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
when it actively started like hindering him.
yeah,
It was like
it's like it's like the Thousand Year Flood War is like a roller coaster, right? At like the first like curve, like you go up the hill and then you just drop, and then like it's just like a crash.
Like,
At like some
here's how I feel about it. Like it felt like with like Aizen or like the Faker core arc, like it felt mostly like what Kubo truly planned out. Like even if he ended up coming with like not coming up with a good way to get the final Getsuka, like it felt like it's stuff that he did it mostly the way he wanted or planned to. And then with the Thousand Year Bloodlord, especially during the end part, it felt like there's so much more he wanted to do, but he couldn't do it, or his health it did he felt he couldn't do it because of his health, stuff like that.
Yeah.
like I probably would have agreed more with y'all, like, if I haven't like recently reread this, but I definitely don't think like the decline that you guys are saying is like as substantial as it is, because it's more so that it's like it's not as elaborated, but like the Thousand Year Blood War arc has more like in it than like more like content than like I think the Arrancar arc like has, like just the amount of content for like the characters and how like we have Byakuya being like, Ichigo, I'm passing this on to you. Go save Soul Society at the start. I do think Byakuya should have died, which does bring it down, but I don't think it brings it down to the point that would be in it, right? Or like, okay, what specifically do you think was rushed in? What aspect of it?
I think the most disappointing aspects were like, for example, the right hand men, the both of them, like
Oh.
Geen, for example, right? Geen's like backstory and everything, it was like wrapped up and like nicely, while like Asphalt was like very disappointing. Like we didn't get to see enough of Asphalt.
Like we saw a little bit, but it was like, well, like it kind of felt like they should we got the same amount we got of information, but it just didn't feel as impactful because we
Yeah.
didn't see Astral as much as or like Astral was like I don't know how to explain. Like I guess
it
it's
seemed
because
more like
Gene as a character seemed more interesting than Astral as a
he,
more so than
it's just like Hash Belt was more like a vessel for Yuha. Like he wasn't like his own character per se. It's it's kind of like for example, if I were to like make like a really bad analogy, right? This is another fucking bad analogy, I know. That's like with game, it's like a buffet, right? I got enough. I got 2 plates. I got a dessert. I got 2 plates down. I got a dessert. I'm good, right? With hash belt, it's like I'm going to a buffet, but I'm just getting a salad. I'm not happy with just a salad. That's what I got from hash belt.
Like with Can't Fear Your Own World, like we do know specifically, like a more
Yeah,
so
but
of like a
I don't-
duality that like he does have, that, like a more so with
I
hash
know,
belt that
but,
like
like,
we do see,
I
but it's more specifically like mentioned, so that we can like better understand it in Can't Fear Your Own World that he more so
Yeah,
like
but
he had a confliction between like the Quincy's as well as like Yuha. Like he sends the dream to Yuha, but he as well tells Uryu to go save his friends as well. And it's like he's having this confliction, like I killed my friend, and I know I'm going to kill my friend because I have the Almighty, and I don't know what I'm going to do. So like
Yeah.
it's like a more indecisive character that doesn't know what he's going to do and like has conflicting loyalties.
But it feels like that should have been shown during the 1,000-Year Blood War, not after. Like stuff from the like I don't want to bring in Kid from the Worlds because like most of that stuff feels like it should have been part of the 1,000-Year Blood War, and since it isn't, that's what brings it down for me. Because like I really do love that like Can't Fear the World expands on stuff, but like a good portion of that stuff felt like it would Kubo would have wanted it to be part of the manga.
I think if this was like my own like I think like with just the inclusion of the manga alone, I'd have it at an A. But if the anime were to come out, I would most likely have it at a S pretty easily. It's just it's just like it doesn't feel as smooth from what I explained, and then the thing is the way like they don't use like characters as well, like reinstated characters, because like you have Nelio and Rinjao, right? Like Nelio, all she's good for is just like, yo, hey, I'm just gonna pick up Yushiro Yuri, right? And then like Rinjao, all he does is
Like
get like a small like little.
at least I feel like
shot.
Rinjo did some things like during that fight.
Yeah, but
It still felt a little disappointing, but like it felt like he did something worthwhile.
and then
like,
like
with-
all
With Nell just saving Uar, then like it makes sense why she's doing it and why Uar did that, but like since we don't see like it happen, like because I feel like it's a show don't tell thing.
yeah,
Like
Kubo's writing is definitely more show don't tell, because like
yeah, and he didn't show it that well that time, because usually he does show don't tell really well, but like I didn't see enough from that time. Like he didn't need to tell us that he told Nell to rest or something like that, but like I don't know.
I can have it at the very top of the day. I personally definitely have it above the on card, but we can have it at the very top of the day. But we can like start like sorting these then. All right, so
I think personally I'd have the tuning Zamet as like the top of those. And then followed by Soul Society.
yeah, literally what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Then
I would have the pain arc next after it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Then like the
I think-
Itachi Sasuke arc I think would go next.
Yeah,
think
because
that's how I would see it.
Because that's literally the build up to the pain arc, and then like you get
Yeah.
to see like Sasuke's transition
Mhm.
into like the darkness.
And I think this is fine. No on card than
Yeah.
Sasuke. All right, then it's the A tier.
I
Thousand Blow at the very top.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think the Fullbring's fine. Land of Waves is fine. I'd have Kazekage arc there too. 5 Kage summon
But
below Kazekage.
right here,
Yeah.
right here, or here.
Yeah. Right there.
All right.
And I think that's like
What?
that. Is that the turn? Wait, is that like the?
This is the Tsunade.
The arc
Tsunade.
is another. Yeah, I think that's good.
I think the War arc should be I think should be above the Kakuzu one, just because of like the discussion we had. Because it was like pretty in depth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
That's fine. Then
I
I probably.
think
Oh,
I think
what I
I think Tenchi Bridge should be at the bottom.
at the bottom. Ooh.
And then Gaiden should be top because it was like a setup for like Naruto, and then I think it was like set up alright.
Yeah. All right. So we got the list.
Let's
No.
hope you actually got all this.
I'ma be very mad if I don't have all this. I'm gonna be very
Yeah,
mad.
yeah.
But thank you guys for watching. If you did make it to the end of this video, I don't know what kind of time you have, but thanks for watching. I'm peace out. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye.
All right, see you.
All right.
You go.
Wait, what?